Hi everyone, this is Venkatramakrishnan from grade 9. It's our privilege to celebrate Virtual National Science Day 2021. National Science Day is celebrated to commemorate the discovery of Raman effect by Indian physicist Sir C.V.Raman. Raman effect is a change of wavelength exhibited by some of the radiation scattered in a medium.
National Science Day is celebrated on the 28th of February in India to popularize scientific thinking and the application of science in everyday life. So, what is scientific thinking? It is as simple as not believing a forwarded message without evidence. And one way of demonstrating scientific thinking in our lives is by asking questions. Sir C.V.Raman was doing just that when he stood on the deck of a ship and wondered why the color of the sea is always blue. He went on to discover the Raman effect on 28th February 1928 to answer his own question and won the Nobel Prize in Physics in 1930.
This year's theme for National Science Day is the future of science, technology and innovation, impact on education, skills and work. Based on the theme, Vidhyalaya have tried their best to share their innovative ideas. Come, let's go and glance and projects of our future scientists.
I'm Matangi of Class 6A from Wales Vidhyalaya Ambassador, and I'm going to demonstrate the water cycle. The total value of the water present in the earth is near about 1.386 billion kilometers and 333 million cubic miles. The earth consists of 97.5% of salt water and 2.5% of fresh water. The cyclic movement of water in nature is called as the water cycle, and it is also known as the hydrological cycle. The sun's heat warms the water bodies such as oceans, seas, lakes, ponds, rivers and changes the water into water vapor. The formation of changing water into water vapor is called as the evaporation. The water vapor from the plants and the soil into the air is called as the transpiration. Around 10% of water vapor is estimated in the form of transpiration, and all the water vapor rises up into the air. When the water vapor reaches high into the sky, it cools down and forms the droplets of water. The formation of water vapor to form the water droplet is called as the condensation, and all the water droplet together to form a cloud. When the water vapor is very heavy to remain in the air, it falls down as the rain. And if the temperature is very low, below 0 degree, the water droplet falls as snow. And the water droplet also precipitates in the form of drizzle, sleet or hail. What do you mean by surface runoff? Yes, the water from the rain or snow melt or other resources that flows over the mountain or other land surfaces is called as the surface runoff. What do you mean by groundwater? The water under the ground through the space and cracks of the soil is called as the groundwater. And the groundwater is the source for many lakes as well. And it can be drawn by the hand pipes and the tube wells. What is percolation? Yes, the water flows vertically with the influence of the gravity, and that is known as the percolation. The water from the rain or snow melt gets collected in the water bodies, and that process is known as the collection. And the sun warms the water and the cycle continues, and this in nature, the water changes its continuous form by a process named the water cycle. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Yaksha from class 6B. Today I made a water cycle model. I made this water cycle model because water is the most precious source to all living things. Now I will explain what is water cycle. Water cycle is the continuous movement of water between the earth's surface and the atmosphere. Water cycle cycle consists of processes that are evaporation, transpiration, condensation and precipitation and collection. Now let's see what is evaporation. The water from the water bodies evaporated by the heat produced by the sun in the form of water vapor. Plants do evaporate by the process of transpiration. This is meant by evaporation and transpiration. Now let's see what is condensation. The evaporated water vapor is warm and moist, and this water vapor rises and cools and expands in the atmosphere. And this water vapor condenses to form tiny water droplets. These tiny water droplets are the basis to formation of the cloud. Do you know how the cloud moves in the atmosphere? The warm vapor pushes the cloud towards front, and this is condensation. And now let's see what is precipitation. Precipitation. Within the cloud, the tiny water droplets combine each other to become heavier. Now the cloud cannot float because it is too heavy, and the water droplets started falling down in the form of snow, rain and hailstones. And the water from the mountains run off the surface to form rivers, lakes, ponds and etc. And now the collection. All the water are collected into the sea, and this process is called collection. And these water droplets come and fall on the earth's surface by the help of the gravitational force. And now let's see what is groundwater. Groundwater. Do you know how the groundwater is present under the ground? Okay. The surface water slowly moves and into the ground by the help of the pores present in the soil and rocks. And this is called percolation. Like the preparation of tea at home. And we filter the tea powder using a sieve. And this is just like the water flows to the groundwater by the help of the pores. And now let's see what is groundwater. Many people use for this groundwater for many purposes, such as industrial purpose, domestic purpose and for growing plants and growing crops. And plants and trees also uptake the groundwater for their growth. And this groundwater is very important source to recharge the water body such as rivers, lakes and ponds. Now I think you all enjoyed my water cycle model. And this process continues to do its work. And now thank you.
Pleasant greetings to everyone. This is Pratish from class 6th B. This experiment is called simple electric circuit. I have taken one battery, switch, DC motor and the fan. This uses are if any robber or thieves enter our home, it will alert by some sounds. Now I will explain the experiment. The current is always passes through the wire. There is an interrupt to block the current. If the door shut, the stick will release and the current will pass through and the sound will be created. Now I will do the experiment. Yes, I hope it is useful for everyone. Thank you.
Good morning to correspondents, directors, teachers and my dear friends. My name is Nitin and I am from class 6B. I am going to do an experiment in the Science Expo.
that this experiment is known as rotatory machine. This rotatory machine is used in the remote control wheels of the remote control car and our home applications like grinder, mixie, etc. Let us see what all are the materials required for doing this rotatory machine. We would require a 9-volt battery and a switch, motor, wheel and a lid and some wires. Now let us take a 9-volt battery and let us connect the wire to the battery. Now this battery consists of two terminals, that this is positive and this is negative. Let's connect the positive terminal to the switch. Now let us connect the negative terminal to the motor. Now let me take another one wire and let me connect one end to the motor and other end to the switch. Now let me take the wheel and I should connect this wheel to this motor. Now if I on this switch, this wheel will rotate. Let us see. Now we can do this experiment. We can do the same experiment in another way. Let us take a lid and which contains some sugar. Let us assume this as a grinder drum which is used in our home. Now I had made a hole in this lid and I am connecting it to the motor. Now this way is used in our remote control cars and our home applications like grinder and mixie, etc. Thank you.
I am Tejaswini of class 7A. Today I am going to perform wastewater treatment. Wastewater is a used water. It includes human waste, food scraps, oil, soap and chemicals. In homes, this includes water from sinks, showers, bathtubs, toilets, dishwashers and washing machine. The major aim of wastewater is to remove as much of suspended solids from water. Now let us see how this project works. Now first in this glass I am going to pour wastewater. Then in the second glass I am going to put coal. The glass I am going to put sand. And in the fourth glass it will come as clean water. Water slowly passes to the last glass, so let us wait for some time. See, now this clear water is obtained. This water is more dirty, but this water is more clear. This is how this wastewater treatment works.
Hi, I am Arjun MP from Vidhyalaya. I have done a science project, that is wastewater treatment plant. Let's see. Treatment center, screening stage, primary treatment center, secondary treatment center, final treatment center. Treatment center. Treatment center is a process in which the waste impurities are like dust, rocks, etc. are collected from natural bodies and passing through the next. Screening stage. Screening stage is a process in which the rags, papers, plastics and metals are separated from this because to prevent damage from piping and tanks. Primary treatment stage. Primary treatment treatment stage is a process in which the heavy solids like rock sinks in water and lighter solids like oil and grease are floats in water. Secondary treatment stage. It is a process in which set-level solids are removed and a biological process to remove dissolved and suspended organic compounds. Final treatment stage. It is a process in which the cleaning process improves water quality before it is reused. Let's see how this model is working. The natural process of wastewater treatment: soil, rocks, charcoal, cotton. Let's see. This is wastewater. Let's purify it. Let's drink this pure water. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I am Harni of grade 8. I welcome you all to my science experiment. Our teeth in a man's face is more valuable than a diamond. Today I am going to show you how sugary drinks affect our teeth. This is a model of mouth. There are 4 types of teeth. They are incisors, canines, premolars and molars. The first set of teeth which you can see here is called incisors. A single teeth near incisors is called canine. A pair of teeth near the canine is called premolars. The last set of teeth is called molars. There are 12 molars, 8 premolars, 8 incisors and 4 canines in our mouth. A single teeth consists of 3 parts, namely enamel, dentine and pulp. The outermost layer of the teeth is called enamel. It protects dentine and pulp. Now let's see how this enamel gets destroyed. Do you know all our mouth contains a bacteria which feed on sugar? Our mouth contains a bacteria which feed on sugar and gets energy from sugar. During this process of taking energy from sugar, this bacteria produces acid which is harmful for the enamel and destroys it. Here I am going to show you an experiment which further proves sugary drinks are bad for our teeth. For this experiment, we need 3 glasses: cola, vinegar and milk. Pour vinegar, cola, milk in each jars. Here eggshells act as our teeth. Put each eggshells in the 3 glasses. I have already done this experiment in my home to see the changes. Now look at the milk jar shell. It has no change occurred. Look at the cola jar shell. It has been changed into stained yellow color. If we drink more cola, we will get yellow stained teeth. Look at the vinegar jar shell. It has been destroyed. Because of more acidic nature, it has been destroyed. As a conclusion, our teeth will be changed into yellow stained color and we will experience a severe pain in our teeth and it may be linked to diabetics. Now let's see the 10 commandments which should be followed by us to protect our teeth. Brush your teeth twice a day. Floss your teeth once a day. Eat food which protects our enamel. Use fluoride paste. Say no to sugary drinks and sugary snacks. Avoid overbrushing. Avoid grinding your teeth. Avoid citric acid. Avoid eating sticky foods like jelly and chewing gum. Eat fiber-rich foods. Now let's see the friendly foods for teeth and which protects our enamel. The friendly foods are carrot, egg, nuts, green tea, spinach and fiber-rich foods like corn and dairy items like curd, cheese, butter and milk. Now, as we came to the end of this video, I am going to tell you a thing. Oral hygiene is very essential for overall health and well-being. Take care of your teeth. It will take care of your smile. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Yes Monica of class 8B and this is my working model of water turbine. And now I'm going to say about what is meant by water turbine. Water turbine is a rotatory machine which can convert the kinetic energy and potential energy of water into mechanical energy. Water turbine is mostly used in dams because it can generate electricity. It is also known as hydropower plant. And now I'm going to explain how it works. This is tank and this is turbine runner. And these are two wheels and this is DC motor. Water directly flows from the tank to the blades of the turbine runner. That's why the runner is spinning, because it creates some force on the blades of the turbine runner. Water's pressure is increased. It depends on the distance of the tank. Water's pressure inside the tank is the potential energy, and this potential energy is converted into kinetic energy by the flowing of water through this nozzle, which is directly focused on the blades of the turbine runner. Why should I place this nozzle in the bottom of the tank? Because if speed of the water flow increased, as well as the speed of the rotation of the turbine runner will also increase. So I place this nozzle at the bottom of the tank. Let's see how the water turbine works. See, turbine runner is rotating. Water which is directly falls from the tank to the turbine runner, blades of the turbine runner. That's why the blades are rotating. I place two wheels. Two wheels are rotating itself. The motor generates electricity, so the bulbs are glowing. Two wheels are connected by a belt. I inserted the large wheel with a shaft of the turbine runner, and I inserted the small wheel in the shaft of the DC motor. Both the wheels are connected by a belt. When the turbine runner rotates, both the wheels will rotate. When the small wheel rotates, the shaft which is connected to the small wheel will also rotate with it. The shaft is connected to the rotor which is present inside the DC motor. In this project, I use this DC motor as the alternator. Alternator means mechanical energy is converted into electrical energy. Here we have already seen that the rotation of the turbine runner is a mechanical energy, and the motor which generates electricity is the electrical energy. We have already seen that both the wheels are rotating, and the rotor is covered by a outer covering called stator, and the coil which is enclosed in the stator, and the coil is around the rotor. When the shaft rotates, the rotor will also rotate with it, and the rotor produces some magnetic field. And the coil which is around the rotor will generate electricity. Now we have already seen the result of the alternator. I think you have clearly understood the principle of water turbine, and you have enjoyed this too, and thank you.
Every tooth in a man's head is more valuable than diamonds. Hi everyone, I am A. Shruti Sudarshan of grade 8 of Wales Vidhyalaya Ambasantram, and today I am going to explain how sugary drinks affects our teeth. The teeth starts the process of digestion. If we drink soft drinks or hot drinks, the sugar in it joins with good bacteria in our teeth and forms an acid. That acid damages our enamel, so we must take care of it properly. So now I am going to prove that how our teeth gets affected by sugary drinks. So I am taking this eggshell as our enamel, and I am going to dip this in tea, coffee and Pepsi. So I have dipped these eggshells for almost 2 hours and now I am going to take this out. You can see how the eggshells are color changed. This is how your enamel will also get color change. So to avoid this, you must take care of your teeth properly by goggling after every drink of cold drinks or hot drinks or more sugary drinks. Thank you.